Humans share cities with some animals that can kill fast and often. Here are the 5 urban places where the local wildlife is genuinely lethal. 5. Recife, Brazil. On the surface, Recife looks like a tropical dream. Turquoise waves, crowded beaches, and a skyline that meets the sea. But beneath those waters, the city hides a grim reputation. It's one of the deadliest urban coastlines in the world for shark attacks. Since the early 1990s, Recife has recorded dozens of fatal incidents, a rate far higher than anywhere else on Earth. And what's worse, experts say the problem was man-made. When the port of Suape was expanded in the 90s, construction cut through mangrove systems that used to act as shark breeding and feeding grounds. The project displaced bull sharks and tiger sharks, 2 of the most aggressive species on the planet, forcing them to hunt closer to the beaches where people swim. The bull shark is especially dangerous because it can survive in both salt and fresh water, meaning it can navigate canals, estuaries, even rivers that run through the city. These aren't the slow, circling sharks you see in movies. They strike fast and without hesitation. A mature tiger shark can grow over 15 feet long and deliver a bite force of 4,000 psi, about 3 times stronger than a lion's, and enough to crush a turtle shell like paper. Local authorities have banned surfing in many areas, but the attacks still happen. Recife's waters might look inviting, but for those who know its history, it's a city where the ocean is always watching, and sometimes it bites back. 4. Delhi, India. In Delhi, the danger doesn't lurk in the wild, it runs on 4 legs through city streets. The Indian capital is home to tens of thousands of stray dogs, many of them unvaccinated, territorial, and increasingly aggressive. What makes this threat so severe isn't the bite itself, it's what follows. Rabies, a disease that, once symptoms appear, has a near 100% fatality rate. The city's dog population is estimated to be well over 60,000, and the bite numbers keep climbing. In 2024 alone, Delhi recorded over 25,000 dog bite cases, up from just 6,600 2 years earlier. Each case carries the potential for rabies transmission, and for those without immediate access to the post-exposure vaccine, the countdown begins. Once the virus reaches the brain, there's no cure, no treatment, and no coming back. Packs often roam near markets, garbage dumps, and residential colonies, defending territory with coordinated aggression. Children and cyclists are the most common victims. One chase, one nip, and the consequences can be irreversible. It's not the kind of danger that makes headlines with dramatic footage, but it's one of the deadliest city-animal conflicts on Earth. Across India, millions of bites are reported each year, and Delhi stands right at the center of it all. Despite mass sterilization drives and awareness campaigns, the scale of the problem keeps growing. You can see it everywhere. Dogs sleeping on sidewalks by day, barking in packs by night. They live among people, yet outside the reach of human control. And in that thin line between coexistence and chaos, one wrong move can turn an ordinary street into a fatal encounter. 3. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Addis Ababa isn't just Ethiopia's capital, it's one of the few cities on Earth where humans and wild predators still share the same streets. When the sun sets, the city changes. In the distance, the haunting whoops of spotted hyenas echo across the hills, growing louder as they move closer to the edge of town. These scavengers have adapted perfectly to city life, feeding on garbage, roadkill, and livestock left unguarded at night. But every so often, they cross the line, attacking people who wander too far into their feeding grounds. Each adult hyena can weigh up to 140 pounds, with a jaw capable of crushing bones at over 1,100 pounds per square inch. That's strong enough to crack a cow's femur clean in half. Yet they aren't the only danger here. The outskirts of Addis are also home to venomous snakes like puff adders and vipers that slip into homes and yards after dark, drawn by rats and warmth. One bite can cause massive tissue destruction or death within hours if untreated. And as if that wasn't enough, stray dogs add a third layer of threat. Thousands roam the city, often in packs, spreading rabies. It's a mix of predators, venom, and disease that turns Addis Ababa into something rare, a modern city still ruled, at least in part, by the wild. 2. Los Angeles, USA. Los Angeles might look like the ultimate man-made sprawl with endless freeways, skyscrapers, and movie studios. But if you look a little closer, you'll realize it's also crawling with predators. In the hills above Hollywood lives one of the most famous wildcats on Earth, the mountain lion known as P22. For years, he stalked deer and raccoons in Griffith Park, just miles from downtown. Mountain lions like him can weigh over 150 pounds and leap more than 20 feet in a single bound. In the dark, they're ghosts, silent, patient, and perfectly adapted to hunt in the hills that overlook the city. Then there are the coyotes. They've learned to live among people, slipping through neighborhoods, raiding trash bins, and occasionally attacking small pets. They're clever, fast, and fearless, often seen trotting across freeways at night or waiting by school fields before dawn. City residents have learned to keep small dogs indoors because one lapse could turn into a tragic headline by morning. But the real surprise comes from below. The city is also home to rattlesnakes. Southern California's dry heat makes the perfect habitat for species like the Southern Pacific rattlesnake, hiding in backyards, hiking trails, and even suburban garages. Their venom can cause organ failure within hours, and encounters spike every summer when the snakes come out to hunt. In Los Angeles, danger doesn't come from what's outside the city. It's baked right into it. From the mountains to the suburbs, nature never left. It just learned to live alongside the lights. 1. Bangkok, Thailand. Bangkok is a city of contrasts. Skyscrapers rising over canals, food stalls beside temples, and traffic jams that stretch for miles. But look closely, and you'll see something else sharing those streets. Reptiles, snakes, and packs of dogs that have made this tropical capital their kingdom. The most visible of them all are the Asian water monitor lizards, massive reptiles that can grow over 6 feet long and weigh as much as a Labrador. They crawl out of the city's canals like living dinosaurs, basking on sidewalks or slipping into public parks. They're generally not aggressive, but corner one, and it can lash out with sharp claws and a tail powerful enough to break bone. Their bites can spread bacteria that cause severe infections, a reminder that they might look slow, but they're not harmless. Then there's the constant threat from snakes. Bangkok is home to several venomous species, including monocled cobras and vipers that hide in drains, alleys, or floodwaters after heavy rain. A single bite can paralyze the lungs in less than an hour, and in the chaos of city traffic, ambulances don't always arrive in time. It's not uncommon for residents to find a snake coiled inside their toilets or air vents, the kind of surprise that turns a normal day into a fight for survival. And just when you think that's enough, stray dogs add to the list. Thousands roam freely, scavenging for food, forming packs that dominate alleys and construction sites. Rabies cases remain a threat, and dog attacks, while rarely fatal, are frequent enough to make people think twice before walking alone at night. Bangkok is living proof that a city doesn't have to border a jungle to be wild. The jungle simply adapted. It grew scales, venom, and teeth, and learned to live among skyscrapers. Here, the danger doesn't wait outside the city walls. It's already inside them. Which of these cities do you live in? Drop a like if you made it this far and hit that subscribe button.